the council being engaged in providing guidance about high-level strategy and policy issues, while the university executive team is responsible for managing the university effectively on a day-to-day basis. But we know sometimes it can be quite tricky to navigate the boundaries between those two areas. You've said the council asks questions and road tests. What other ways does council have to ensure solutions are found that will serve the ongoing success of the university?
So all of us bring a set of experiences and skills back to our little matrix and approaches to our roles, to our decisions. And we have this across a number of industries. My experience is deep in government, health and universities. Other people have experience in telecommunications and brewing and hospitals. So they come with a different set of experiences across a different set of industries. And some of the issues are going to be the same. So if it's about auditing, if you've been an auditor, you understand accounting, and some of it's going to be unique to the university. So it's this balancing of those contributions. So for most of the members of council, this is not our day job. My job is influencing health policy in this country. That's what I'm paid to do day to day. So we as council members can never know as much about RMIT as the full-time employees of RMIT. But we do have certain principles and certain experiences which cross industries and sometimes have a different set of eyes in the same industry. Because we're mostly from outside the university, how will the outside world look at those decisions? How will the university's reputation be affected by these decisions? How will you present this decision to staff and to the outside world? Have you thought about this, not only what this means this year, but what it means next year? So to give you an example, at our meeting this week, I said, look, we're making a whole lot of decisions this year, 2020. Let's put those aside because there's a lot of noise there, a lot of once-off costs and once-off benefits. I'm interested in what that means for 2021 and what it means for 2022. So thinking about the implications of these decisions down the path, the more strategic view rather than the cash flow for this particular year. But trying to think strategically about how this positions the university into the longer term and how it's perceived in the external world and how our experience in other industries influences can shed some light and give some advice. So there's two functions of a board. One is holding the chief executive to account and occasionally sacking the chief executive. And so it's a really tough, direct accountability of the chief executive to the council. But mostly it's not about that. Mostly it's about supporting the chief executive to bringing this extra advice and information and insight to help the university be a better university, to help the organisation generically be a better organisation, and to support the Vice-Chancellor or the Chief Executive in improving the university. So it's a funny tension between those two roles. But in most cases, it's always the second. In most cases, it's always the support role. But it's always, we're trying to push you to be a better Vice-Chancellor, and this is what you could have done better. But we are here to help you be a better Vice-Chancellor. And we are here to help the university be a better university. Mm. And that balance is a really hard one. and it's one of the critical balances for university, for any organisation really.